So Spider-Man, brand new day. Are we excited?
Hell yeah.
I'm
It's
excited.
been like 5 years since the last film. Maybe like 4 years in a few months, but basically been five since we've seen Spider Man on the big screen. Tom Holland coming back, aka the best Spider Man. It's honestly kind of crazy how long it's taken, though. I mean, up until then, we've had what, just 2 years in between films? Like what, Homecoming was 2017, I think? And then, no, not No Way Home. Far From Home was 2019, and then you got No Way Home, which was 2021. Still so memorable.
And then in between, we've had stuff like Morbius, Madam Web, Venom Let There Be Carnage, Venom 3. And we've always been excited to see those movies, haven't we?
Yeah, it's not like a Sony slop that they released just so they can keep the rights to Spider Man, but it's okay, right? Right?
Dude, we've been dying to see a Madam Web movie, bro. Come on.
I've been dying to see Tom Holland back. If anything, these trailers that have come out have made me very, very excited. And honestly, seeing Tom Holland again,
Tom Holland, you've been excited to see him?
yep, it's been forever, right? And well, he's been my favorite personally since like forever. He's never like not been. I mean, people like Toby, people like Andrew, but I'm telling you, this movie will solidify or like he's been the best. But I feel like this movie will cause like a sort of great switch up, like a great shift in between audiences because people really they hold on to Toby because he's the original. They hold on to Andrew because
His swinging scenes, dude, the aura.
yeah, and the good CGI and whatnot, right? But Tom Holland is the best of both worlds. He's a good Spider Man, or not good, a great, an amazing, a spectacular Spider Man,
Okay.
and an amazing Peter Parker. He's really good. He just when he acts, when he's on screen as Spider Man, it just comes out so natural. Like he is Peter. He's embodied that role so well.
And this movie's trailers definitely make it seem like they're really solidifying that more, with especially like how much he's helping out like the neighborhood, like how he used to in Homecoming, but then like after that he couldn't really do it in Far From Home and No Way Home either, to be fair. So now like seeing him like actually help others again as Spider-Man in New York City is actually like really refreshing and will put a stop to more of those conversations that like, oh, he's not that good of a Spider-Man. And everyone already knows he's a great Peter Parker. Everyone already knows that. You cannot say that he is not a good Peter Parker.
Yeah, and what's it called? You're mentioning that, and also I'm pretty sure I don't know who mentioned it, but I think this movie will be more grounded. So I guess we're going back to like the grounded Spider-Man type of film, right? I mean, but even with what we've seen in the trailer, it like it is all gonna be in New York for what it looks like. So that's gonna be really nice seeing that again, right? I mean, but yeah, these trailers also like in a way I feel like this is really gonna feel in some way, maybe, or maybe I'm not wrong. Some others might think this, but it really kind of reminds me of the Insomniac games in some sort of way,
Oh,
especially
absolutely.
especially with like the montage that they had in that first trailer with the comic covers, which are really really nice shots. And the behind the scenes that they were like released somewhat recently, they show that they did those practically. They're not CGI. They actually did those
Really.
shots. Yeah. And because Tom Holland and the director, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not even gonna try it. But I'm pretty sure they broke down how they did those scenes, and man, that it looks really good. And not only that, but they also broke down like the whole idea for the new suit that they gave Spider Man or Tom Holland,
I
like
did
right?
see that one. That one excited me. How he like actually took it into consideration, even if it is just like for the commercial to make it look good, like they did this amount of thinking into it. I don't think that like Tom Holland personally would lie about that since he's like he grew up with the other Spider-Man, like watching them, I mean. So I don't feel like he would lie about the inspiration part, like taking it and making sure that his new suit was an homage to the old suits.
Yeah, and well, it's definitely the best suit we've gotten on screen. It's definitely my favorite Spider-Man suit of all time. I know people hold on to that TASM 2 suit, but this just nails it. This is the best suit we've gotten. And the fact that it's not really edited crazily, like you can kind of tell in the trailers that like it's not like glued onto his body. Like, yeah, it's tight, but like you see wrinkles and whatnot. So, and I'm pretty sure they also mentioned that, like the director, that like, oh, we're kind of letting it be more
Yeah, that
like
it was like
natural suit.
important to have all that
Yeah,
shown.
exactly. So the amount of detail that's going into this movie, I am really excited for it because I mean this is my most anticipated project of this year in terms of movie.
Yeah, no, I've been looking forward to this movie a lot too. But most anticipated?
Well, I mean we got Doomsday, but until they give us a trailer, a proper trailer, I mean.
You know what? Yeah.
But the thing is, the difference between Spider-Man and Doomsday, and I know some might argue with me for like one thingy that I am about to mention. Doomsday, I feel like I'm gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it. We're all gonna watch it. The thing is, I do want to see it regardless, just because like it's an Avengers movie, right? But they are bringing back a lot of old, like actors and whatnot. They're bringing back the X-Men, right? They're bringing back like people from like the current phase of the MCU. So I don't want to call this cameo slop. Hell no, because the movie's probably gonna be good regardless, and they're gonna have a good reason for bringing all these people back. I'm just saying though, Spider Man, it's gonna be a Spider Man film. Sure, it's gonna have Hulk, right, and Punisher, and rumored to be Jean Grey, but like that's just like a comic book for you, is it not? This is literally just
Yeah.
Spider Man is the main focus of this movie, is it not? Like it's fine to have these other characters in the movie, right?
I think the criticisms that there's other people joining in on every Spider-Man film make no sense. Like, I understand wanting a solo Spider-Man movie because there's so many plots that can be centered around just one specific character, like Green Goblin or Professor Connors with the lizard. I agree that there's good stories that can happen from just having a singular plot instead of multiple crammed into one or multiple characters crammed into one. But this is the MCU, right? And that's the thing about it, that all these characters will appear because if they don't appear, you go, what's the point of a universe with all these characters existing in one place? That's why people
Exactly.
complained in Daredevil. That's why Daredevil watchers complain that there was no Spider-Man when Kingpin is literally the mayor of New York. Like, is Spider-Man sleeping? That
How they are gonna address that in the spot? They have to address it in some way, shape, or form. So I wonder if they're gonna do that. But yes, I do agree that like I mean, Homecoming had Iron Man. He was barely in the movie though. Sure, he had some influence over Peter and whatnot, but it wasn't even that much. And at the end of the day, Peter grew like a lot in the end of that movie, right? Far From Home had like Nick Fury, right? But that's all I can really think about. And I guess the Stark Tech and whatnot. Yet again, though, that still was a Spider-Man movie. And No Way Home, come on, Spider Man, two other Spider Men, right? But like that's like kind of like a crossover movie too. But it's still a Spider Man story at the end of the day. And this new one is gonna be the same thing. You're gonna have Hulk, you're gonna have Punisher, but it's still gonna be Spider Man focused. They're literally gonna focus on like his like I guess like new mutation that's happening. But you got these characters like Hulk. We literally see his whole purpose too. Like you know, Peter approaches Bruce for questions about like mutating DNA and whatnot, right? And then Punisher, I wonder how they're gonna tie him in. It's been like a bit since we've seen him, but either way, I'm excited to see him because it's gonna be interesting with like a character like Spider Man, his whole ideals right against Punishers. So in a way, I am excited to see them interact, but this is still gonna be Spider Man focused, guys. Cannot forget that it's still gonna be him. I'm just excited because it's gonna feel like a comic book in some sort of way. Am I wrong?
no, no. I just think the complaints are funny because there are 5 other movies you can watch if you want a Spider-Man film that doesn't have any extra characters in it. Are
And
they all the best movies? That's up for debate. But are they solo Spider Man films that you can watch? Yes, and there's 5 of them. Tom only has 4. So the complaint that there's all these Spider Man films coming out and none of them are solo, I think that's kind of unjustified, in my opinion.
all
It's
these
not. It's
yeah,
not.
all these characters have had a reason for being in these films. It wasn't just, oh, you're a part of my universe. We're just gonna give you this character. We'll give you Iron Man. There's a reason for him to be there. Nick Fury, there's a reason for him to be there. The other Spider Man, there was a reason for them being there. And this one, Hulk, it's literally in the trailers. And I mean, I think there's like a tweet or something like that saying that like I can't remember specifically who said it, but like Hulk basically plays the role of like Lizard, or what Lizard would be in this movie. Uh, Me personally, y'all can keep Lizard. I like Hulk. I like Hulk. We haven't seen bro in a while, and not to mention we're getting that angry Hulk again. Even if it's just for like a scene, is that not what we've wanted? Come on, they're literally giving us what we've wanted for a bit, are they not? And plus, I'm just kind of excited to see Mark Ruffalo back in the role of Bruce. I've liked him, so it's gonna be nice seeing bro back, and he's gonna tie in with that whole mutating DNA type of stuff. Which I wonder how that whole like storyline, plot line is gonna go in the movie, right? Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna tease X-Men because Sadie Sink's character, which isn't confirmed yet who she's playing, but it is very rumored that she's playing Jean Grey. So it makes me wonder like how are they gonna do this whole like mutating thing? Because they're probably gonna try to soft launch X-Men into the verse, right? But I'm not sure. But it also does make me wonder how's like Peter's whole thing gonna go? We see the whole black eyes. People are rumoring like, is it Venom? I don't think it is. I feel like if they did Venom, maybe that'd be the next film, right? But or maybe they could tease it at the end.
Or something sooner.
Maybe. But like I said, it is gonna be interesting. People have been saying maybe Man Spider. Oh, I really hope not. Maybe just him getting like an upgrade of some sort. I'm not really sure what I want to see from the whole mutation stuff. I think it's interesting and I'm completely cool with it. But I mean, hey, I'm down for whatever they do though. I'm still gonna be intrigued. It just like makes me wonder about like the whole like maybe mutant stuff, right? Like especially with like if Sadie Sink really is playing Jean Grey, what's that role gonna be? Cause like
And for the
ish,
people that
yeah.
don't know, Kev, Jean Grey, she's an X Men. What exactly are her powers? What does she do? What is she known for?
Well, mostly her powers of telekinesis and telepathy. Most people might know her from the original X Men animated series from the '90s. Maybe newer people from X Men '97, the show. Or, I mean, if you might have seen her in Marvel Rivals, but her name there is just Phoenix, which is a power that she gets later on. It's not something that she's born with, though. It's just something that happens later on. It's its own little story. But just Jean Grey, she is regarded to be one of the most powerful X Men, though. So she is a pretty big deal. She's not just like a throwaway X Men at all. Hell no. So it is interesting if Sadie is playing someone as big as Jean Grey in this movie. I do think it's gonna be interesting.
And do you think that she's the one causing all these people to freeze in time? Kind of like how the trailer showed everyone getting hit with this wave and then stopping.
I do think so.
Do you think she's capable of that? Is she that strong?
It's interesting because if she's that strong at her young like age, that would definitely be interesting. Yet again, I still do think that's her because I mean I don't really know much about comics, but I do know that like she is a very very powerful X-Men. She's a very powerful mutant. So, I do think she is capable of that. What her reasons are for all this malintent in the movie is still kind of beyond me. I'm not sure. If I had to maybe assume, this has to be the influence of someone else. Whether they're like, I don't know, they're putting some sort of belief on Jean, right? But I'm not sure. But I do think that that is her in the trailer doing all that. And obviously, she's definitely the one hopping between minds, right? We saw that in the first and
Yeah.
second trailer with like the I think the prison or something like that, like inside that burning facility area, and then just in the streets on the second trailer. But I mean, I'm not sure. But if she is playing Jean Grey, I am very excited to see that. Because I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen. I think like well Gene on the big screen. I mean we've gotten like I was gonna say X-Men, but we got I guess Deadpool, Wolverine, and whatnot. I'm talking about like the OGs though. I mean, come on, I am excited to just get any content of them in recent stuff, I guess. But I mean,
Yeah, no, I'm uneducated in this topic, so I'm going off whatever you're saying here. If you think that she's the one able to do all that and she's powerful enough to be the main villain in this story, then I'm just gonna have to believe you because that's what the trailers are making it seem like.
but you can't forget we got people like Scorpion that are gonna be in the movie. We got Tombstone, which we still haven't seen anything of him yet.
Hmm.
And apparently, I've seen videos of people talking about that there's gonna be like another character that I think is played by. Mm, I don't remember if this is the actor's correct name, so correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's Keith Davis. Apparently, he's pretty popular and he's playing a character in the movie. We still don't know who, but people are just rumoring that he's gonna be a villain. But out of the people we've seen in these trailers, I don't think any of them are the real villain. They're probably just
Really?
saving that. Yeah. I mean, I guess it would make sense. I mean, they don't really need to even show the real villain yet, if I'm being honest, because I mean,
That's what Tom's been saying though. Now that you actually mention that. Like that's what he has been saying how the actual main villain hasn't kind of been revealed yet, but some fan theories are correct. Something he's been saying that like a couple of times too. Like he's excited, on the edge of spoiling us, but he hasn't. Not yet.
yeah, I mean, I thought Tombstone was gonna be it, but I guess maybe not. But if he was the main villain, I mean, him replacing Kingpin and all, that would be pretty cool. I mean, because I guess we can't get Kingpin versus Spider Man. Really unfortunate, but hey, if we're gonna get like a Tombstone versus Spider Man type thing, that would be really cool as well. I would not mind that. That would be fun. And oh man, no, I forgot who he's played by, but I know he's a really good actor though. But yet
No,
again,
I have seen a leaked image now. I have seen a leaked image. And yes, everyone, we are talking about things that have leaked as well. Like, yes, we are talking about stuff that came out in the trailers, but we will also be talking about images and videos we've seen, like TV spots and stuff like that. We don't know anything about the movie. Everything we say is things we hear. So it could be right, it could be wrong. We are theorizing, we are talking. So I don't aim to spoil anybody. I'm just saying what I'm thinking. Right?
yeah. So yeah, there's like the whole Tombstone thing. I think I have seen that leaked picture you were talking about.
Yeah.
It looked really really good. Bro looked really good as Tombstone. I'm not
The
gonna lie.
comic cover recreation, right?
Yeah, it looked really good. We're also forgetting the hand. They were featured in season 2 of Daredevil, the original series. I do wonder how it's gonna play in. Like, I think that's like the only thing of the movie I'm not entirely like. Why is Spider-Man in a prison? People are rumoring maybe he's there to break out Matt, right? See Matt for some reason because uh, I guess spoilers for season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, but I mean, Matt ends up in jail. Yet again, though, it wouldn't really make too much sense. I mean, sadly, I don't really see how Daredevil, why he would really even be in this movie, sadly. Yeah, because of the hand, but yet again, who knows? I'm still I'm not really sure why Peter is there in that prison, but I know that whole sequence is probably going to be really amazing visually, and well, I'm still excited for it. So I'm just like I said, I'm just wondering how this is all going to tie in together. Everything that we've seen, like Hulk, Scorpion, like the hand and whatnot, Jean, like there's so much stuff this movie's going to cover, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for every bit of it. I
I'm
mean,
really excited for every aspect of this, to be honest. Especially like the new vibe that they're going for. Like you could tell it's less cheery. The world's kind of grayed out.
yeah,
And you could tell that's purposeful. You could tell that's purposeful. There's people disliking the color grading, but the scenes that are colorful, the scenes that are lit well, are very obvious.
yeah,
So scenes that are grayish and Spider-Man's red and blue is the only thing really in color. I think that's purposeful to
it's
show that it's
yeah.
like he's not at his peak here. He's not happy. He could be happier, but he's really lonely. He's alone. He's still thinking about MJ. He's still thinking about Ned, watching his IG reels and
Makes
stuff
you
like that,
wonder.
yeah.
I wonder if Ned gets paid for his reels. Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, we're getting Ned and MJ back. I am excited for that. I think some people were upset about like the announcement that they were gonna be back in this movie, just because I think a lot of our original thoughts when we knew we were gonna get a new Spider-Man movie, right after No Way Home,
Yeah.
was that everything would kind of restart in some way. We'd probably get new characters. We'd probably get like
Yeah.
Harry, maybe Gwen, right? But we're just getting Ned and MJ back. Honestly, I don't mind that. And I think something that people are forgetting is the fact that this version of Spider-Man, Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man, he knows the identity of a lot of these villains now. He knows that Green Goblin is Norman Osborn. He knows that Doc Ock is Otto Octavius, right? So what's to like, if he met someone like Gwen, right? Gwen Stacy, he'd probably know like, like, oh, that's what this other Peter was talking about. Or someone maybe like Harry Osborn, he'd be like, oh, there's a Norman in this universe then, right? So
That's true. That's an interesting way to think about it.
I've always thought about it like that.
That's interesting. That like that's the reason he's not around them. Like maybe it shows in the movie that he met them.
That's kind of what I always thought, and I think a lot of people maybe aren't thinking that, or if they are, they choose to ignore it. I feel like it'd be logical though to think that, but either
Yeah, like
way,
he's kind of scared, so he might have met them but like pushed them away or like stayed to himself.
yeah. And honestly, there's nothing bad with like having like Ned and MJ. I mean, they worked completely good for the first three movies they were in, so I mean, it's fine to bring them back. That kind of ties in back with the whole Jean Grey thing, which there is like I think a little theory going around too, which I don't really think it's spoilery, but if you do want to ignore it, you can. Where maybe there's a sequence where Jean becomes good at the end of the movie, right? She maybe comes to her senses or something like that. And well, because obviously her character knows MJ and Peter are somewhat connected, right? Literally in the second trailer, I'm gonna go see how MJ's doing. She knows about MJ, right? So she probably knows that MJ and Peter have had some sort of close relationship or something, right?
Right.
So it only makes sense if Jean is this powerful in this movie by just like that one freezing scene alone. Who's to say that she can't like retrieve someone's memories or like, bring them back, right? Who's to say that she can't bring back MJ and Ned's memories of Peter, right? So that could also happen. So I don't think it's completely useless that like Ned and MJ are back. And I think Ned being like the whole CEO of the Spider Tracker site, right, that they made.
Yeah.
I think that's really
Yeah.
cool. I really
Okay.
liked it because it reminds me of the Spider-Man game. I think it was the first one or second one where they had like that Spider Tracker 2 where it was like, oh, you can do
It's
like these little
all
missions, right?
three, pretty sure.
Oh, well, I don't really remember, but I think it's really cool that they kind of implemented that. I think it was in one of the TV spots where Ned's character said something like, according to the Spider Tracker, Spider-Man is literally like right here, and then he just like kind of appears right next to Ned and MJ. So I am excited to see them back though. I can tell this movie's gonna be pretty funny as well because it's Spider-Man. We're
Yeah,
back
I'm
to seeing
excited for
comedy.
that contrast. Like I said earlier, it's like you could tell the movie's kind of sadder, but then every single scene with like Ned and MJ is so kind of lit in a unique way, like kind of a cozy feeling, like he feels more comfortable when he's like around them.
Yeah, I mean that's like what he watches his reels at his house, right? Is a little
And it's
apartment.
like dark. Like yes, it's nighttime, but it's dark as well. Like there's no lights on. It's just him looking at his phone screen, probably before bed, just thinking, seeing what they're up to.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, it is very dark, like darker, sadder, right?
It
I mean, we
makes
finally got what we wanted: a depressed Peter Parker, a broken, depressed Peter Parker. Yes, we're so back. We're so back.
finally, after so long of him being happy, right?
Yeah, I mean, even then, he wasn't even fully happy. But hey, now that he's at his lowest of lows, I'm excited. We're all excited for that.
It makes you wonder since he's so sad, like how his college life went. Because this is obviously like final semester of senior year of college. Did he say
Yeah, because I mean, I don't. Well, how long has been? I
4
maybe.
year? I mean, final semester of college, right? You'd assume that's like 4 years.
Yeah. So I wonder what he's studying. Well, I wonder if they're gonna have like a scene like that where like I don't know, maybe there's like a scene where he's in class and then he just flips away right into action. Spider Tracker got a new crime on the street, right? Um, so it is gonna be interesting if they do maybe add that, right? Like just that whole thing with college or like no, I doubt he's attending the same one as Ned and MJ, but we know that he's keeping tabs on them, probably just because he misses them.
Yeah.
Not no creepy stuff. But he does end up at like a party with them though, actually, now that I remember in the trailer. So I wonder how that comes to be if Peter's there because maybe they're in danger or just He's just genuinely curious. Is this maybe the scene where Jean finds out about the fact that Peter liked MJ, or like that they had something? Maybe she's there and we just haven't seen her. Who knows? That could tie in that way. But that scene probably is going to be really interesting. I want, and I mean, in that same scene, Peter sees MJ with, I guess, maybe a new boyfriend or just some guy that she's touchy with, or who knows. But we see it like a new guy there, so that's probably gonna break his heart. Gonna go in a frenzy, I'm guessing. But I mean, that is gonna be interesting to see. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of aspects that they're gonna tackle in this movie. So, but like at the end of the day, it's still gonna be a Spider-Man movie.
And you could tell by how much he's swinging.
Yes, all those scenes. I know we all saw those behind the scenes last year. They came out like in August or something
Oh,
like
it
that
was
in the summer.
beautiful.
All that was so good. They were filming it practical, everything. Tom Holland even like broke his bones or something like
Yeah,
that.
that tank is gonna be half the movie, though. We know that much.
That is true, but it's completely fine. It's fine because
That's the real main villain of the movie.
the tank. Yes. Oh my god, we've been getting all that like military stuff. I wonder if that like damage control question mark. But
True.
I mean, we know that they're in the movie, right? Or no, we know that they're in the universe. We know that they exist within this Marvel universe. So,
Yeah.
they could show up. I mean, they've been a pain in the butt for Peter in the Spider-Man games, right?
And
So
other characters in New York as well.
that is true. So we will see. But this movie is gonna take a really interesting shift, I think, in between these times. I mean, we got a new director, right?
Destin Daniel Cretton.
That's yeah, what you said. But he directed what? He directed Shang-Chi, and me personally, I really
And
like
Wonder
Shang-Chi.
Man too.
Yeah, I mean, he's a really, really good director. I mean, the last three we had John Watts, and he did what he did, right? But we've
Yeah.
seen Shang-Chi. I like Shang-Chi. I think if there was a second one, I will see it if it's
Oh, I'm
directed by
watching that.
him. Yes,
We're
I
in
mean,
there.
it's definitely one of those projects that should have had a sequel, definitely. I mean, but the action, choreography, that whole movie is just so. I think it's really underappreciated. And I think people will not give it a chance just because it's posted post Endgame, where a lot of the movies were just kind of
Yeah.
okay.
Who are these new characters?
I think people should give it a try. And if you like that movie, oh, you're gonna love Brand New Day. It's just gonna get you more excited. Cause I know I am when I heard that he was gonna be the director. I am
Oh
so
yeah.
excited. I mean, they're taking such different approaches with this film than they did for the last three. I am so happy.
I'm
about
hearing
that.
the effects are gonna be great. I mean, we've been seeing that.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the choreography is gonna be great.
Oh my god.
With
yeah.
wasn't Jackie Chan like the one in charge of choreography this time? Yeah, I'm hearing Jackie Chan is like in charge of the choreography too. I'm so excited.
I did not know that. But if that is true, I'm like I said, I don't know that. But if that's true, then I mean, we all know about Jackie Chan, right? I'm definitely gonna be way more excited for that. I mean, I think if anything, I think the scene that might have the best like action sequence will probably be that hand scene with the prison, right?
Ooh, I think so. Well, best you mean best choreography?
Choreography, yeah, it's probably gonna be the best there. And also something that I kind of forgot to mention. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be really cool, but it's also gonna be really cool to see. Like, kind of forgot to mention this earlier, how powerful Peter is gonna become. Really, I mean, we've seen that he's gonna be really OP this time around. I mean, he's been, but this is gonna solidify him as the most, like, the strongest and most powerful Peter Parker or Spider Man. I mean, I mean, he literally does a Spider Man ult in the prison. Literally, he literally goes, "Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man," and just Spider-Man's all over the place. That is
Spider Man's all over the place. Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
he does a web tornado, and that was so hype. But he also slam dunks. What's his name? Scorpion onto a cop car like nothing.
Yeah.
Ragdolled him onto that car. Holy
No, that part was actually crazy.
I-
That's an insane show of strength, I think is the term.
yeah. And also, like, yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm hyped. He seems more jokey in this one, even though his actual Peter Parker life is really sad. Like, I
That's
think
Spider-Man.
they released the script for the first, like, the intro scene to the movie, right? And
Yeah.
it was basically him reading out the letter And you could tell that like by him doing that, he still has that in his heart. Like he's still sad about everything. And then you see all his Spider-Man scenes, and he's so cheery. He's cracking so many jokes. I saw one drop today. He's cracking even more jokes. It's honestly great how you could see like the contrast between the two. It gives me heavy Spider-Man 2 vibes when Peter Parker, or Toby's Spider-Man, I mean, kind of gave up being Spider-Man and was just more Peter Parker in that story. And you could see like the contrast between the two, like what happens to the city and what happens to his personal life when he chooses one or the other. And I'm hoping to see that contrast in this new movie too, because it all just seems so, it's so apparent that his actual life stinks, and this whole evolution he's going through is not helping his case. He's web slinging in his clothes. Who knows why? It looks amazing though.
Yeah, if you're talking about that shot though, where he's falling in the second trailer, where he's literally just like falling in his regular clothes, like it's nighttime. That scene really excited me. I was really like, I was so like that. Like it just that scene just looks so cool. A nighttime, maybe swinging scene. I'm excited for that. Hey, I like, but like you were saying, yeah, that's kind of how what Spider-Man is, and that's literally what they're like leaning more into with this movie specifically too. Like he's just being Spider-Man. This movie will give us the most comic accurate Spider-Man we've ever seen. He's been amazing,
I have no doubts.
but this movie is just gonna make it so just great. It really just it's gonna be a ride. That's why like I said, between this and Doomsday, listen, I know they're both gonna be amazing, but this is a Spider-Man movie. Like Spider-Man is like the biggest superhero ever. Well, on par with maybe someone like Batman, but it's always in between them two. And like we're finally getting another Spider-Man film after so long. It's been so long. I mean, unless you want to count Across the Spider-Verse as one, right? But like that's kind of its own thing, and those are great too. But I'm just really happy we're just gonna get another Spider-Man movie. I mean, everything we've been seeing so far, the marketing wise, everyone's so excited. Like there's even merch dropping, which is really cool, right? And like it's gonna be really exciting
Listen,
to see how
we're
this.
excited, guys. We're really hype about everything. We've been waiting long, like everybody else. It's almost time. We wanted to express our thoughts and theories about it all. I think that yeah, I'll have to agree and say that this will be probably the best Spider-Man movie to date, at least the most comic accurate one, and it will be very exciting to watch, especially in theaters in Dolby. So, I mean, we're both excited. We want to see what happens. We wanted to make this video on our thoughts about it.
I mean, yeah, we're both just really excited. I mean, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be
Yeah, there's a lot
amazing.
to look forward to. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be hard to not get spoiled either, since people are gonna be able to see it Wednesday.
Yeah, so hey, if you don't have your tickets, try to get your tickets as early as you can. And if you can't, just stay off social media. It's not worth getting spoiled for a movie like this. It really
Yeah,
is not. Don't
I
let.
remember
Yeah.
No Way Home that Thursday, or that Friday, I mean, because people were able to see it Thursday. I remember that Friday, I was walking to every class I had, quick, avoiding spoilers in the hallway, because I remember in seventh grade, yes, I was in seventh grade when Endgame dropped. There was someone in the hallways screaming that Iron Man died in Endgame. It's a moment I'll never forget.
That's
It's a
crazy.
moment I'll never forget. So, yes, when No Way Home happened that Friday, I was walking fast to every class, avoiding everybody, not talking to nobody. I deleted all apps off my phone instead of turning off my notifs, which I mean, uh, I, I had to take precautions. I'm not opening the app on accident just to get spoiled, especially for a movie as big as that. And I'm glad I did that because I most certainly would have.
I
So,
mean, yeah, I didn't get spoiled, but I did record my reactions to that No Way Home like thing. And when Toby and Peter, when Toby and Andrew came on screen, so did the audience. We
what?
literally
What? What?
we were ecstatic. Words couldn't describe that moment.
What?
I'm so glad. I'm so glad I was able to capture such an amazing moment like that. And it's still sometimes I still go back. I still go back and I feel it. I feel that moment in my veins when
No,
I
I
rewatch
feel
that.
everybody coming on screen in that moment too.
Me
I,
as well. And I know we're all
okay.
gonna do the same for this new movie. It's gonna be
No,
amazing.
Zendaya said to bring tissues.
I wonder for what, but hey,
Not for crying. I'll say that much.
I'm excited. And I just hope that this won't be Tom's last movie. I know I think
Oh
they've
no,
said
no,
that they want to
no.
make a trilogy. I just hope they stick with that. Because hey, more we want more Tom Holland. We want more Tom Holland Spider-Man. It's
Of course we do.
amazing. We just want more of it. I need it. I need more. Hey, maybe the sixth movie we get the Sinister Six. Hey, question mark. That would be a pretty cool payoff. But hey, who knows? Who knows, right? I'm just excited to see where this goes. I'm excited for this new trilogy. Just more Spider-Man content is a win all around, anyways. Really. So hey, we're all excited. I'm just wondering how it will tie into like the rest of everything with the universe, right? When it comes to Avengers, maybe.
I'm hearing a very specific thing about how it ends. Um, it's something very specific that everyone seems to keep saying. As we know, Tom Holland's Spider-Man won't be in Doomsday. I specify that on purpose, but I won't go further into that. Tom Holland's Spider-Man won't be in Doomsday. And I'm pretty sure a while back it was because, like, the first initial reason was because they both were taking place at the same time. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think they changed that along the way. But I'm hearing there was test screenings that happened, whether it was in Mexico or somewhere else. There was test screenings. And what I got from people online was that everyone loved the movie. The ending caught them extremely off guard and they didn't know how to feel about it. That's something that I heard a lot from those test screenings just online. And you can't believe everything, but then you have reliable leakers also pushing this agenda that something happens in the movie. And with how Secret Wars is, and I don't want to get into it too much, but I think I have a clear idea of what happens to Peter by the end of this movie, whether it's due to his evolution or something else.
He gets the symbiote and becomes Bully McGuire. Oh my god, we're so back.
Oh my god.
Sony, Kevin Feige, you did it again. Tom Holland, you are the GOAT. But, I mean, I wouldn't be too worried about it because, like I said, we're probably still going to get those other two movies, hopefully. I personally don't know what bro's talking about, but let's just hope. Let's just hope it's something good.
He'll
Let's
be
just
in
hope
Secret
this.
Wars. If anyone's read Secret Wars, you know why. But I'm pretty sure he'll be the lead of that movie. Actually, like I heard that a while back. How Tom Holland's Spider-Man is supposedly at least one of the leads of Secret Wars.
That's so. Oof. I'll take in my whole wallet. I'll watch that movie 10 times if Tom Holland's the lead. Like I said, I glaze that guy. He just truly is a gem. Really, really is. So if he is, hey, I'm excited for that.
Guys, we're excited. We've gotten our thoughts out. We wanted to express it on here. It's been on my end. It's been 40 minutes. I don't know how long it's been for you all on YouTube, but
Probably like 4 minutes. Cut everything out.
we cut off everything. Yeah, all you get is just the first initial sentence of each conversation. So yeah, we just wanted to get our thoughts out though. It's been a while for us, but we enjoyed it. We wanted to talk about this. Come on here, express ourselves. See if anybody wants to express themselves back. We're down to listen. If you have thoughts, obviously comment them below. If you enjoyed this and want kind of more of this style of content where it's me and my friend just conversating, talking about exciting things that we're looking forward to, in this case, Spider-Man Brand New Day, then go ahead and let me know down below or leave a like or subscribe, whichever way it communicates to me that this video is one you enjoy and one that is worth doing again. We didn't mind putting our time into this. We like talking about Spider-Man. We like things that we enjoy talking about things that we like in general, so this wasn't a problem to us. So if you'd like more content like this, then do let us know. Kevin, any final thoughts?
Me, hey, if y'all want to see more of me, y'all can check out my on my channel. I only have some old Lego videos, some stop motions if you're into that type of content. They're really old, but it's from the No Way Home era in case you're interested. So you can check me out there if you'd like. If you'd want to see more of me, I'd be happy to do more style of videos like this, and I probably will regardless anyways with bro. But yeah, I also was really happy to get my thoughts out there. This is my most anticipated project, so hey, I was willing to do it. I am excited for it. We both are. So yeah, subscribe to Lova for more stuff like this. And I mean, I guess I'll catch you guys around.
All right. See ya. But okay, yeah. Hold on.
Disgusting ass. You better keep this in the bloopers.